It's December 28th, 11:18 p.m., so it's almost the 29th. I am going to try to make this the last video that I do for the next few days, so you probably won't hear from me again until 2024, unless it's music related. I want to talk about a lot of things. I'm going to start off with kind of a funny story to kind of lighten the mood a little bit. I caught my brakes on fire the other day, in the truck that I was driving. I guess it had something to do with the air compressor not pulling in enough air. I found out later, and the alarm inside the truck on the dash did not go off. But I also wasn't paying attention to the fact that it was below 60 psi, and that's usually when the alarm starts beeping at you like, hey, you got low air, motherfucker, you better, stop and hit your accelerator to kind of build it back up. Well, I didn't do that. So it ended up being more like I had stopped at a stoplight, right? And as soon as I stopped, I seen smoke coming on either side of the windows. I'm like, is that me? Look out the back window, and both my fucking tires are smoking, like bad smoking. And then as soon as the light had turned green, I started to go. I hit the brake a little bit, and I looked back. Like, fucking just caught fire. I'm like, fuck! I fucking hit the accelerator and whip it into a lot. I whipped it into the lot. I grabbed the fire extinguisher from the side of the seat, went out there, and I fucking put it out, right? Well, in the midst of putting it out, I didn't realize this fire extinguisher is damn near empty. So I used what was left of it to put that little fire out. It sparked back up. I'm like, holy fuck, what am I gonna do? So I ran inside the store that was in the lot that I had pulled in, and used their fire extinguisher to put it out, and it didn't spark back up. But I sat there for well over an hour, letting the brakes cool off, waiting for a fucking truck guy to come. Truck guy came, he fucking took it to the shop. And, it took him a few days to fix it. Well, today I had to go into work. Yesterday I didn't work because of this. Today I had to go into work at like 3. It was just one delivery, but it was an older lady. So she needed help getting the fucking cabinets in there, and I'll get to that point. Let's just say when I went to work today at 3, I had to take my van to the shop, grab the truck, go make this delivery. Now on the way back, I had to take the truck back to work. My van is still at the shop. Needed to get a ride back to the shop from an employee, so they at the store that we deliver for, and I ended up getting a ride back, and it took me a little bit. Anyway, this lady was super sweet. She's an older lady, and what was going on was with the Moffett truck, I couldn't get underneath her. I couldn't clear the top part of her garage to bring these fucking cabinets in there. So I set them down right in front of her garage, and I'm like, look, I can't get in there. If I try to get in any further, I'm gonna take your fucking gutter out. She's like, well, can you help me break it down? And I'm like, yeah, I guess, fucking, this was the only delivery I had that today, so yeah, I helped her break that down. Yeah, anyways. Yeah. that the mood is lightened. You guys realize I caught my motherfucking brakes on fire? What kind of shit is that? Don't ask me. I fucking suck at driving. Anyways. Now, on another note, I have to tell you guys something. A couple hours after I released that last video on Christmas about like I don't need her and all this, saying that she wouldn't send me pictures and I wasn't going to reach out and try to, talk to him, get pictures or nothing like that, because it wasn't doing me no good. Well, a couple of hours after that video, she did send me the pictures. Or she did send me pictures of them. And then in my head, I'm like, I mean, we all know this isn't going to be a habit, so whatever, I appreciated the pictures, I really did. It's just, I know it's not going to be a constant thing. I know the kids are going to be gone for a long time. I know that there's probably not going to be any communication between me and them for at least 6 months. And I've come to terms with that. What I haven't come to terms with is how she can live with herself, knowing that that's exactly how she's allowing things to go. This is her children too, but she's going to let her parents, her sisters, everyone basically decide that these children don't need me. They don't need to talk to me. Whatever. It's whatever. I already know what it's going to be. So, the part I haven't come to terms with is how can she live with herself knowing that that's what she's going to do exactly what they say. Because they're helping her with everything. A fucking vehicle. For starters. 2, she's got a place to live here with another dude. Cool. But she's still getting help. And yes, I know I said before that this is like, these people are being better people than me. And that's still true. But she said she wants to be on her own. She wants to do it all by herself. She ain't doing it by herself. It's contradictory. You know what I'm saying? It's contradicting herself. I want to get out. I want to do it on my own. I want to get my own place. I want to get my own vehicle. Yeah, but you're getting all these things handed to you. There's people just handing it to you. You ain't got to work for it. At least I can sit here and say I worked for everything I got. At least I can sit here and say that I've made friends and had connections with these people enough for them to at least give me a break, and then I still fucking pay them back. I still pay my rent. I still bought my own vehicle. I still got, other big bills that I've fucking been paying for well over 8 years. And she never really had to pay. And now she's getting a free ride somewhere else. She don't need me. It's fine. I don't need her either. But there's a point to all this, It baffles me. Sitting here realizing all of these lies that she said just fed me lie after lie after lie after lie. Okay. It is what it is, man. There's shit I can do about it. But I'll tell you what I can do. I can make myself a better person. I've been sober for almost 33 days. Does that make me better than her? No. She's been sober longer, allegedly, and she thinks that makes her better than me. That's what that is. What I'm saying is I've been sober for almost 33 days, and I know as long as she isn't here, that's how it's gonna stay. Getting back with her is a mistake. Even trying to, communicate with her and being her friend, that was a mistake. It isn't me, necessarily. It's her. It's how she treats me. I was reading up on shit and watching a bunch of videos and stuff about, relationships. And there's a big difference between how you feel about someone and how they make you feel. Those aren't the same thing. Let me explain. You may feel that this person, here's how I feel about her. I feel like she's kind. I feel like she's caring. And these are all the traits I fell in love with. I feel like she is beautiful. I feel like she's a good mother. Just all these things, that's how I feel about her. On the other hand, how she makes me feel: hopeless, worthless, sad, depressed, anxious, overwhelmed. It makes me feel like nothing. Like my value is that of not anywhere close to her value of herself. I don't need that in my life. That's just the truth. It hurts to even say it, to be honest with you. But you know what? I'll be okay. I know I'll be okay. On the other hand, I'll be okay without anyone's help. She will not be okay without anyone's help. She doesn't want to do it on her own. She wants to do it with other people's help. That does not include me. That's what she wants. That's okay. But don't sit here and say you want to do it on your own, because that's bullshit. I believe that's all I've had to say, really. I felt so much fucking better lately. I felt wiser than I've felt in a long time. Smarter. Not as dumb as I was a fucking month ago. I look back at some of the videos. I still have old videos of shit on my phone. I'm like, look at this pathetic motherfucker. Like, I understand, the drugs were making me act that way. And making me feel hopeless, worthless, all these things. And yeah, that can be partly to blame. But without that fuel to the fire, which was her, it wouldn't have been as bad. Now I've got a job. I make more than I made anywhere. Every job I've had in the last 8 years, or at least since I started trucking, has been a little more pay, a little more pay, a little more pay, a little more pay. It's never gone down. It's always gone up. And she wants to say, we ain't made no progress. She ain't made no progress. I've made progress. And I'm gonna leave it